Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the states that are ending the emergency allotment or the maximum amount of food stamps each month. Now, we all know that the federal policy requires that there's a national public health emergency declaration and a state issued emergency declaration, or it can be a disaster declaration as well in order for you to qualify for the emergency SNAP benefits. Now, with outside opening, I mean, you know, everybody outside right now, a lot of the governors are no longer declaring their state an emergency. So if you want to know if your state is on the chopping block, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friends, my name is Shalae, and here on this channel we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below when you're in, just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, because you love me bringing this content to you each and every single day, and I enjoy doing it. Now guys, don't forget to go ahead and grab the Amazon. If you are an EBT recipient, you can get Amazon Prime for $5.99, as well as go ahead and purchase my ebook for $14.97, which is a steal, right? All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. The United States Department of Agriculture approved states to provide food stamp benefits for as long as the federal government has declared a public health emergency and the state had issued either an emergency or a disaster declaration. Now, let me go ahead and fill you in. Word on the street is, and it's the truth, right? The Biden administration recently announced that the public health emergency will actually run until December 31st of 2021. So states can keep it if they want to. However, some states have begun ending or taking steps for their state to remove the related emergency declarations. And so thus far, there's a lot of states that are on the list. Now, you should be seeing a map which is going to show the states that in purple that have ended their emergency order, such as North Dakota, Alaska, Oklahoma, South Carolina. Now, speaking of South Carolina, guys, on Thursday, the South Carolina Department of Social Services confirmed that the emergency food aid benefits will no longer be maxed out beginning August 1. This is so tragic. Like, how can you do this to us? Why, Sway? Why? I don't know. But on August 1st, you will receive your normal benefits based on your household size. So pretty much what you were receiving before the pandemic benefits took in effect. Now, the Governor Henry, he announced this on June 7th that he is ending the state's emergency declaration order. So guys, this is truly up to the states. They don't have to do it. Now, the report actually states that most households will lose about $177 of benefits as a result of this change, as well as the amounts may vary depending on your household size. So your income, the number of children that you have. Now, South Carolina has been authorized to issue emergency allotment benefits for the month of June, and then they're going to take the month of July to make this a transitioning month, as well as then August is when it's going to be cut off. Like, you gotta cut it. So households then will go back to their regular benefits. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know, all states are not doing this transition month. Some states are doing where they're gonna give you 60 days. Some states are like, nope, it's ending, and that's when your benefits end. So let's go ahead and go back to this map. Just because you see your state in green does not mean that you are G to G, okay, which is good to go. A lot of these states' declaration is set to end within the next few weeks. Like my state, Alabama, roll tide roll. Governor Ivey will actually end the state emergency on July 6th. New York is doing June 16th. Georgia is doing June 29th. Now, some states like California has a public health emergency in place until further notice. They're not letting you know when the date. They don't even have a date. And I'll give you the states and the dates later on in this video. So, Shalae, what does this mean? What do I lose if my state is no longer declared an emergency? The biggest thing that you lose, guys, is your maximum amount of food stamps. So if you're a single person and you were getting $234, now you got to go back to what you were getting before. That's a big decrease in money. Also, you will not lose the pandemic EBT. You will still get that, because remember, the pandemic EBT is from August of 2020 when most states were declared an emergency. So these are retroactivated benefits that you're getting. So you're still going to be that. You're going to still be able to get your pandemic EBT. Also, we know throughout the pandemic that a lot of states temporarily suspended like the recertification interviews or where you had to submit income information. At this time, when your state is no longer declared, they're going back to the normal processes and procedures, which means you're going to have to do that recertification. You're going to have to show where your dependents are. Girl, they want everything, especially like you're hitting it, okay? So they will resume those SNAP recertification interviews. Now, how do you know if you're going to lose your benefits? Like, girl, what is going on? Like, where did this come from? Now, some states like Missouri will have the Department of Social Services. They have announced that they're going to send out letters in June to notify SNAP recipients of the most important upcoming SNAP changes, as well as when they're going to start receiving their regular scheduled benefits. However, you can always check like your Fresh EBT app. You can check Facebook. You can check social media. Child, this is going to spread, right? It's word of mouth. You know, you got a friend who knows a friend who knows a friend. When y'all not about to get these benefits, you're going to be like, hold on, what is going on? So if you don't hear anything or receive anything in the mail, I would say call them people. Call your Department of Human Services or Social Service and see exactly what's going on. Now, I know a lot of people like, girl, they want us to starve or something. What are we going to do? Honestly, a lot of states are suggesting that you go to your food pantries because for the CARES Act funding as well as the American Relief Act, a lot of states have poured money into food pantries as well as organizations that do provide food for their residents or nonprofits. But what I'm going to tell you is this: with 4th of July coming up, honey, don't spend all your money right now. You want to go ahead and sign up for some of those backpack programs, the free school lunch, or where they have dinners that they send home with the child. That's what you want to do to kind of hold you over and bridge, because remember, your benefits are able to stay on your card for 1 full year. So you have a full year to use those benefits. You better ration this out. You know, the holidays are coming up. You know, you never know what's going to happen and if your state is going to be on that chopping block. So now that we done talked about all this, let's go ahead and talk about which states are on the chopping block and when your state is set to declare their emergency ending. In Alabama, we're ending July 6th, Alaska, April 30th, Arizona until further notice. So as of right now, there's no date. Arkansas, May 30th, California until further notice. Colorado, June 12th, Connecticut, July 20th, Delaware, June 20th, DC, May 20th, Florida, June 26th, Georgia, all my peaches, listen up, June 29th, Hawaii, June 8th, Idaho, June 20th, Illinois, June 27th, Indiana, July 1st, Iowa, June 26th, Kansas, June 15th, Kentucky until further notice, Louisiana, June 23rd, Maine, June 12th, Maryland, June 11th, Massachusetts, June 15th, Michigan. As of right now, the Supreme Court ruled that the governor does not have the authority to declare when or the state emergency statute should end. So I don't know in Michigan. Minnesota, June 13th. Mississippi until further notice. Missouri, August 31st. Montana until further notice. Nebraska, the public health emergency is still on place until further notice. And that's the same way with Nevada as well. So, hey, until they put something out, I'll come back. New Hampshire, June 12th. New Jersey, June 4th. New Mexico, May 28th. New York, June 16th. North Carolina is still in place until further notice. North Carolina, your governor is doing a lot of good things. We'll come back and talk about that one in another video. North Dakota, April 30th. Ohio until further notice. Oklahoma, May 4th. Oregon, June 28th. Pennsylvania, August 18th. Rhode Island, June 10th. South Carolina, June 6th. South Dakota, June 30th. Tennessee, June 30th. Texas, July 4th. Utah until further notice. So I don't have a date for you, Utah. Vermont, June 15th. Virginia, June 30th. Washington until further notice as well. That is Washington State, okay? West Virginia until further notice as well. Wisconsin, March 31st. Wyoming until further notice. So guys, even though these are when the states are declaring their emergency, some governors are going back and saying, hey, you know what, we're going to go ahead and have it so that way people can have these benefits. But this is just giving you a heads up. Remember, hold on, here we go. Listen, Linda, listen. Just because your state is ending or declaring a state emergency or disaster emergency, they are ending it. That means your maximum amount of food stamps. Say it with me. Maximum amount of food stamps. This does not affect your pandemic EBT because your pandemic EBT was from last year, which your state was under an emergency. So all those dates that I gave you, the states are ending that. So if anything comes out further, just say for pandemic EBT, unless they change it, your state wouldn't qualify for it. So you'll still get your pandemic EBT. Your emergency allotment will still stay until September, which is the 15%. That was always in the works to September 30th. The summer pandemic EBT, you are good to go because that was already created before all this is going on. So once again, this is just a helpful informational video, but don't get your mind wrapped around that come August that you may be getting, or September, October, that you get pandemic EBT for the school year. As of right now, there's nothing in place. So plan your benefits accordingly. Let the church say amen. 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 All right, and that's all I have, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, purchase my ebook. Let's go ahead and have a conversation down in the comments below. Have you already received a letter? Have you already been told that you're no longer going to get those maximum amount of food stamps? Are you prepared for this? What do you plan to do? I would love to read your comments below, and I will talk to you tomorrow or later. Bye, guys.